throat chakra vibes today, right? So we're burning some incense, and I am going to tap into my tarot, so that makes you feel uncomfortable or you don't consent to me tapping into your energy. Because remember, whenever you stop by for a video, anyone reading cards, they're tapping into your energy field. And if they're not letting you know, now you know. So please be aware of who you watch and who you listen to. Remember, you can always accept or reject anything coming from any of your senses, right? I do like to tap more into like energetic centers. I'm more science-based than anything. I have a program on this and I have all the tools. If you need that, I'll put the thing below or somewhere on the screen. But interestingly enough, I haven't really been doing this as much. I've mentioned it before. I'm clairsentient, 0101. Clairsentient, clairvoyant, whatever. We all have all the clairs. If you didn't know that, now you know. Just some develop more than others. But anyways, yeah, just feeling more called to get on here. So you might also just, be rejecting or just know there's something that has to change, has to be done, and you've been leaving it off. So this is your message to do that, right? Take care how it resonates. Surprisingly enough, I do have this one deck that I bought while I was on a trip. And if you've been on any of my videos before, I don't read your typical tarot, right? I don't go based off like the OG way of reading tarot, right? I, again, use my decks in a very specific way. This is for a very specific collective, so take it if it resonates. But this deck was the first deck I ever bought. So you might also be thinking about starting to read tarot, maybe for yourself or for others. You don't have to do it for everyone. This does take energy, and you do have to learn how to protect your own energy and all the good stuff, which we can talk about another day. But anyways, let's see what wants to come out. It fell, so it wants to be red. I don't know. Let's see. So this is for someone very particular, okay? So, or very particular collective. So let's just see. I will get to the other decks in a bit, by the way. Oh, and it's actually already flipped. So we got the 9 of Pentacles. Again, I don't even know myself all the tarot, like the old school stuff. So that's for somebody, 9 of Pentacles. Or if you can look it up for us, drop it down in the chat. In the comments section. Let us know what that means. But all right, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and tap into our chakras first and foremost, right? Remember, your chakras are your 7 energy centers that constitute your energetic field. That is what basically sets off into a law of attraction into motion. I feel like I have to slow down. Again, we're burning throat chakra earlier when I was going live on a different platform, like my throat, right? And we were actually talking about releasing, right? And like grieving, and like what does it take for you to acquire the new thing that you're seeking to be, to do, to have, or to share. It's going to be releasing, right? We got to release to make energetic space so that we have enough, again, energetic space within our field to not just attract but sustain that energy, right? So again, that's very specific. Take it if it resonates. Whew. Now that we took a deep breath, let's go ahead and tap in. So we got, what a motherfucker sign! I love this. I love it. Thank you, Spirit, God, angels, spirit guides, whatever you believe in. This is literally who is transmitting the energy through me to you, okay? I hear and speak the truth is your affirmation. So let's just, oh, would you look at that? Throat chakra. This is the 5th chakra. It is responsible for the thyroid gland, the flow of hormones, and the function of all matters of throat and head. It controls the passage of energy between the lower parts of the body and the head. This chakra's function is driven by the principle of expression and communication. This chakra is closely related to the element of sound. Through the throat, sound is propagated into the air and its vibration can be felt throughout our entire body. All right, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I feel called to just focus on, again, that specific chakra. And let's just get some confirmation with our inspiration deck. So what is it that needs to be brought to our attention that we're either not being self-accountable for or that we're holding ourselves back from expressing? So that's like the vibes it's giving. Remember, truth is whatever you accept consciously to be your truth. Does this make sense? It could be subconscious as well if it's been programmed, right? That's part of your like paradigm. You might be awakening and realizing that, like, why do I believe this? Like, it was put on to me, right? Like, I believe this only because it's what I saw when I was growing up, or because it's like the mainstream, wherever it is that you're watching this from, right? Whether that's overseas or whatever. Okay, so we got positive new beginnings, breaking free. So it looks like we're breaking free from old cycles. Let me just get a clarification. Clarify. And again, this might be just within yourself, right? This might be of self-expression, right? More with like it's giving more like emotions. Breaking free from old habitual patterns of emotions, right? Or consciousness, right? Your levels of consciousness are rising. So you're tapping into new awarenesses that you didn't see before, but maybe have always been there. We got feelings of defeat, learning from losses. So maybe you're at a pivotal point right now. And again, how I was speaking on this earlier about like you're going through this transition phase where like you're having ego deaths, right? Or if you want to look at it as a way where like you're changing, you're evolving, so the old ways are no longer serving you and you're being asked to step into this new version of yourself. And that's going to require, again, some intentional time and space here in the 3D for you to really look at like what are you letting go of so that you can make space for this new thing. Again, it could be a paradigm, it could be, well, everything's a paradigm, right? Take it how it resonates. Thoughts, actions, emotions, expectations, results. We got feeling good things, expecting synchronicities. You might be feeling really in alignment, but still kind of feeling like your old energy is like lingering, so it makes you feel stuck, or maybe you don't know or not sure, right? Like, am I headed in the right direction? You are. You just simply have to always go within, right? Within, reflect, and let's see. Right? Use your intellect, right? Your intellectual factors. There's 6 of them, right? Again, all of this is inside my holistic wellness guide and my journals. If that's a tool that you feel called to use, go ahead and do that, right? But we are in student mode. We are learning, right? We are learning to unlearn past conditioning so that we can step in and decide, right? Use our autonomy, right? To decide what it is that is becoming our truth in all aspects of wellness. Remember, there's 8 aspects of wellness, right? So you just got to believe in yourself, right? And use, again, will. It's giving also solar plexus chakra, right? This is going to require some will. You're literally going against your old belief systems, your old programming. So it's going to want to do, and when I say it's like the old ways, right? They're going to feel stronger than ever to, like, it's going to feel like an urge, like you're battling 2 selves, right? You're right in the middle of your old you. You're not the old you, you're not the new you. So this can be a very pivotal moment, and just keep going. That's like the message today. Like, keep going, believe in yourself. Remember, faith over fear. They're both illusions. It's what you decide to tap into. So let me go ahead and get an angel number for you really quick. Let me pause. Actually, no. I was starting to feel really rushed. So I feel like you're also just rushing it, right? You're not taking the grace of the journey. Like, you're not being graceful. Like, we need to learn to just be okay with just letting it be and not needing to control. Let's hop into part 2. All right, this is part 2, and I ended up naming it What True Resist Persists. So there's something you've been resisting Or maybe you feel in resistance. I was saying resentment. You feel in resistance right now because you are in this journey of not being who you used to be, but not being who you want to be just yet. So there are some things that are here for you today. Again, watch part 1 if any of that resonates. Throat chakra vibes, again, self-expression, or just, again, taking self-accountability over what it is that is required to change, right? For nothing changes if nothing changes. So to some point, it has to reflect back on us. Like, am I willing and am I able to change this? Take it as a resonance, as always. Okay. We're here for angel number deck. The last thing I was saying, though, was learning to just be in the calmness and in the presence of whatever it is, right? Nothing is good or bad until we make it so. So taking the time to, 1, become aware of that, and 2, learn to unlearn our old thought patterns, right? Not just our thoughts, but our emotions, our habits, right? Our actions that we take or not take, right? And our expectations, including our results, right? I add expectation in there because if you want something but you don't believe it to be true, or you don't expect it, it's not going to be here, right? So again, it's a collective, so take it as it resonates. You can book one-on-one with me. Forgot to mention that in the other one, but I prefer that you use the tools that I've created so you can learn how to use your intuition and guide yourself and not need help with anyone, right? Again, I am here for those that just feel called, but this is a journey of self-discovery, self-expression, and the only way you can do that is through you learning who you are, who you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to have, what you want to share, and nobody can tell you better than yourself. So, all right. So we got 717, bravery. I like this. Okay, let's see. I'm laughing because, like, even this, I'm like, where is the number? Usually, like, it's spot on. But again, learning to just let it be, right? Just let it be. Like, learning to tap into your feminine energy, right? This is non-gender specific, but feminine energy is what receives, right? That's the receiving energy. The feminine energy is the receiving energy. So learning to receive comes with, like, learning to be graceful, more compassionate, more empathetic, right, towards yourself and others, and just in general. I was gonna say genuine. So maybe, like, genuinely being compassionate, not just saying it, but feeling it for some of you all. Anyways, we got bravery. Your affirmation is, everywhere I go, I prosper. I love that. Message that you're on the right track. When I said earlier, I love it. Being guided toward unseen opportunities. In tune with your spiritual side. Choosing trust over fear. I wanted to cry right there, and I did mention that in the first video. Even when it's difficult. So, like, you're probably going through something really deep, because my eyes just want to get watery right now. Like, when I feel it in this area, like, deep right here though, and like, just standing here, like, if I sit in this energy enough, I will cry. So just learning to breathe, to be okay in the chaos. Like, oh fuck, laughing, but it's not funny. You know, energy transmutation. I feel like you feel silly. You feel silly about the things that cause you pain, because maybe intellectually you know better, but emotionally and physically you're still stuck in old cycles, right? Your nervous system is still craving the hurt, the pain. Oh fuck. And intellectually you're like, that's not serving me. Like, I know better, so why don't I do better? Or like, why do I keep attracting these things that hurt me? Like, why can't I learn the fucking lesson? There's a disconnect between your mind. Like, we have two minds, right? We have, like, the mind, which is activity of the conscious and the subconscious, And then we have our physical body, right? Which is like the solar plexus. That in itself is a separate mind. I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but whatever. Like this is the way it's coming through. So it's okay. Like I've even had to learn this, you know, like some days I just have to sit down and I have to cry and I have to feel it. But I get to feel it and I get to say goodbye to it. Like, so it's like it's not like a pain like how it used to be. It used to be a pain where and that's the pain I'm tapping into right now. I can't even speak. Like it's agonizing. Like it's despair. Like it's grief. Like it's heavy. And processing that is so uncomfortable. But I'm at the point where I just like just how I'm speaking to you right now. I'm like feeling it, but I'm like, yes, let it go. Like, you know, like we learn to just transmute it, right? Sending hugs for whoever needs it. So this is your message. I don't know, I'm going like this. Have you been questioning whether you're heading in the right direction? If you're following your intuition, the universe answer to that is an empathetic yes. You will never be sent something you don't have the capacity to handle. Those challenges, I want to cry again. You will never know until you get to the other side exactly what they're guiding you toward. Face down your fears and trust in your heart. That's all there is to say to that. I love that. Be graceful with yourself. It's not easy, but it's also not hard. It's whatever you decide it to be, right? If you tell yourself it's going to be an enjoyable ride, right? Like healing does not have to be hard. Healing does not have to be ugly. It's whatever you make it. So, hope this resonates. Love you. Bye.